Now we are going to look at extreme adjectives. Okay, so let's see what's an adjective, first of all. What's an example of an adjective?
Is the qualify of the verb.
Yeah, it qualifies. So what's an example?
Beautiful, sad, a lot of things.
Okay, so for example, yeah, so let's say pretty is an adjective. Now, what would be, let's say, how would you make pretty into an extreme adjective?
Prettiest.
Awesome.
Yeah. So pretty is that's the superlative, but so awesome would be more like good, right? So good, and then awesome. That's a good one.
Wonderful, for example.
Oh, okay, yeah. So good. That will be awesome.
Prettiest, no?
Wonderful. So pretty.
I mean, pretty is a wonderful.
Well, so wonderful. Pretty is especially with beauty.
So charming.
Charming, or maybe
Gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Of course, you can say super pretty, right? That's okay, but there are a lot of words. So you say gorgeous. Something is gorgeous, right? It's not just pretty. Pretty's like, oh, it's pretty. It's beautiful. It's okay. Beautiful. Wow. Gorgeous is like, wow. It's
awesome. No, yeah, we have it. I think. I mean,
so it can be awesome depending on the context, of course. But awesome would be more like good. So if someone looks good, it can mean pretty. It can mean like a movie can be awesome. A movie can be good.
Yeah.
So let's see. So here I'm going to give you a few, okay, and see if you can tell me the extreme one. Okay, so let's say hungry.
Starving.
Starving.
Yeah, good one. Yeah, starving. Okay, let's see. I'm tired.
Fatigue. No.
Well, that fatigued is
Fatigue.
kind of the same level, but
Okay.
Exhausted.
Exhausted, yes.
Exhausted.
Or dead. I'm dead.
I'm dead. Yeah, I'm dead. Exactly. And let's say another one. Let's say crowded. The place is crowded.
Overcrowded.
Overcrowded is a good one. Or just
Packed.
yes, packed. Packed. Okay, next one. Let's say someone is angry.
Pissed off.
That's one. You could definitely do that one. That's a good one. Now let's see. There's another one.
Upset. Upset.
Furious. Furious.
Yes, sure.
Furious. Furious.
Okay, furious. Someone's furious.
Furious.
Okay, let's see. Tasty. Something tasty. You should know this one. Tasty or good, but the food
Nasty.
Nasty, that's the opposite.
Delicious.
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 Delicious. Something is delicious. That's delicious. Okay. If let's say we have one that's interesting. Book is interesting. Interesting.
Marvelous.
Marvelous. Marvelous could be more like good, marvelous, like interesting. It's wow.
Maybe fascinating.
Fantastic.
So fantastic would be more like good. I think Emily said it.
Maybe fascinating.
Yes, very good. Okay, perfect. Very good. Okay, let's see. And maybe dirty.
Nasty.
It could be nasty.
Filthy.
Filthy. Filthy is very. Okay. So, okay. So, of course, we use all of these. I think that's, oh yeah, another one. Last one. Wet. Very super wet. Like I'm like, you go out and it's raining and you're like covered in water.
Soaked.
Yes. Soaked. Okay, good. So that means.
I have a question, David.
Sure.
I saw a movie and the title was luckiest girl.
Oh, luckiest girl.
Luckiest.
Luckiest girl. That's a good title. That's a good title. Yes. So yeah. So that would be, so that's the superlative, which is different from this one, because luckiest is when you compare many. You see, so you say I am the hungriest person. That means I'm more hungry than you and you and you.
Okay.
When you compare many people, you use superlatives. But
Okay.
you are not comparing. You're just saying, I'm super hungry. I'm starving.
Mhm.
Very good.
Okay.
See someone. So Sonia's here. Hello, Sonia. Welcome.
Hi, how are you? Sorry for being late, but I was in my work.
Yes. Perfect. All right. And so here, let me ask you a question. Do we use extremes typically in questions or no?
No.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Normally we don't use these in questions. So we don't say, I mean, it's okay. It's not, there's no rule that says, but let's say if I want to ask about the beauty of a place, you know, typically you wouldn't say, oh, is it gorgeous? Just say, oh no. Is it pretty? Is it nice? Is it beautiful? Yes, it's gorgeous, right? So the answer is typically, you know, typically extreme. So the question is neutral. Neutral. Okay. Is the food tasty? Is the food good? Yes, it's delicious. Answer. Extreme. Okay. So that's typically how it works. All right. So we're going to do a quick little exercise here. First, we'll just read the
What page?
It's going to be, we're going to continue from last time, 120.
Okay.
All right, so let's see. Sonia, can you read the first paragraph here?
We often use extreme adjective, like freezing, equal very cold, and boiling, equal very hot for emphasis. Extreme adjective make our descriptions more interesting. For example, in the listening you hear.
Good. Okay, perfect. And let's see, Lukasz, what is this?
What was the weather like in Peru? Was it not hot?
Good.
No, it wasn't actually. We arrived at night and it was freezing.
Exactly. So you see the question is neutral. Was it hot? And was it cold? And the answer is freezing. Okay, good. And let's say, Jan, can you read this one?
How was Greece? Nice and hot? Yeah, it was boiling. Yeah, like boiled. It's very expression.
Exactly. Very good. And let's see, Ferry, can you read these two right here?
We don't usually use extreme adjectives in questions. Was the party good? Not. Was the party brilliant?
Good. So that's what I was explaining. And then Ara.
If we want to make an extreme adjective stronger, we use really or absolutely. We don't usually use to, a bit or very.
So, and Emily.
It was really filthy. Not. It was absolutely amazing. Not. It was very amazing.
Exactly. So with these extremes ones, we don't use very. We don't use a bit. Oh, it's a bit amazing. No. Or very amazing, no. Or too amazing, no.
Okay.
Really amazing, absolutely amazing, right? Okay, so here we're going to right here see how these first activity, first game, we have some sentences and we want to use the correct combination. Remember, in the same sentence, you have the same ones. So you don't have to put this one with this one, no. So same sentence, you put both of these. Okay, so they go. So for example, one will have one pair. Okay, so for example, let's see. Let's start with maybe. Let's see. Everyone spoke. Yes, I was. So for example, Lukasz, number one.
Okay. How did you find the museum? It was absolutely exhausted when we went.
So let's see. Well, there's going to be two of them. So that one is here and then the other one is here. But so you would say we were exhausted, but the museum wasn't exhausted. It was, what do you think, everyone?
Crowded.
Crowded, yes.
And it was busy, but it wasn't too packed.
Exactly. So crowded is here. Okay. Crowded when it was, and it was busy, but it wasn't too, well, actually, maybe this one would be different. So absolutely packed.
And then it wasn't too crowded.
Yes, because remember the rule with two. So if you hear it says we don't use too crowded, or we don't say too packed. We say too crowded. Okay, so here, crowded. Okay, so you see it's the same. It's the same one. Okay, so you don't have to. You always choose the combination, the pair that goes inside the sentence. Okay, very good, very good. So here we're going to go with our partner and we're going to work on the sentences. Okay, and then we're going to have a conversation where you'll try to use these extreme adjectives. But right now, just look at the sentences and choose the correct combination. Remember, you can always check the rules if you're not sure. Okay, so here you can find it in the chat. It's the same one from last week, right? It's the last exercise from last week. It's the second page, 120. Okay, and let's join our partner for this exercise. Okay, perfect, and let's see. Okay, so join your partner. Okay, so Lukasz, you can join the room.
Yes.
Hi, Lucas. How are you?
Hi. Fine. Number two is our.
You must be angry.
Maybe. Must be furious after such a long journey. No, yeah, maybe, yeah. Yeah, I am absolutely angry. Or maybe hungry after, no, lost luggage. So angry, furious.
Yeah, I wanted to ask for PDF because I mean,
Okay, so it should be,
Sorry. Yeah.
it's in here.
I'm sorry, yeah.
No worries, no worries.
I thought I had it, but I mean, it's not here.
Sure.
Okay, the next one. You must, number 3. You
Laura, are you here?
This meeting is recorded.
Hi, Laura.
Hi,
Hi,
I'm sorry I was late.
no problem. Everyone is in a group now. Okay, so you're going
Yeah.
to join. Well, first I'm going to explain to you what we are doing. Okay, because I already explained everything to everyone, and they already are doing the exercise. Okay, so here I'm going to explain it again for you. Okay.
Sorry, David.
No problem. No problem. No, okay. So here we're talking about extreme adjectives.
Is in the book?
It's in the book 120.
120. Okay,
Okay.
got it. Got it.
So here you want to use the correct combination and put them in the sentence.
Okay.
Okay.
Angry. Okay. Yeah.
So number 1.
Okay. Do you want me to begin?
Read.
Okay. How did you find the museum? It was absolutely interesting.
No.
Oh, crowded.
Crowd. Yes.
Crowd.
But look, Laura,
Crowd.
so here you're going to use, okay, there's 2 of these, crowded and packed. Now, if you have absolutely, then you have to use packed.
If I want
If you have
absolutely,
absolutely, you put the extreme one.
Okay. It's very crowded. There's too much crowded.
Yes.
Okay. Packet. Okay.
Okay, so it's absolutely packed when we went.
Okay. How did you find the museum? It was absolutely packed when we went.
Good.
Oh, okay.
Next one.
It was busy, but it wasn't too interesting.
No, the other one. If it's packed, then
Fascination.
you use the other one, the pair.
Fascination.
No.
Fascination. No.
You
Oh,
use the
okay.
pair together.
Crowded. Crowded.
Okay.
But when do you use packet and when do you use crowded? Because means the same, no?
No. Packed is extreme. I explained this already for 20 minutes.
Yes.
So packed is very crowded. It's an extreme.
Okay.
Very good. Okay. So now you're going to go with a group and work with them. Okay. You're going to join a group and you're going to work with them.
Okay, sorry.
So you will join room 2. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Did you like the food? I thought it was absolutely delicious. Yeah. And yeah, it was quite good or quite tasty. Yeah, quite tasty. It was quite tasty, but I had better. Yeah.
Yes, the place we stayed, it was a bit, it was absolutely, I couldn't believe it.
A bit. It was absolutely filthy. Okay. And
But it
8.
is because I don't have that book and then I don't have the exercise.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. So can you,
That's
you can find, let's
Mhm.
see, open the chat and I'm going to put it in the Zoom chat, not the WhatsApp chat, Zoom chat.
Okay.
Can you see it?
No.
I sent also, but
Mhm.
she told me cannot see it.
Okay.
Because I put what says chat, but
Okay, so that's probably because you don't have Zoom installed in your computer. You just you just followed the link. So you're using the browser. So just find it in WhatsApp, okay? It's the first.
that's why. Okay, thank you. That's
Sure.
why only. Okay, continue, Ferry. Sorry.
Yeah, you can continue, Ferry.
Yes, and the last one, I need to read the grammar. Okay, so the last one, I've heard Tabriz is a very interesting city. Yeah, it is. It's fascinating. It has so much history.
Good.
Is that correct?
Yep,
Okay.
that's correct. That's
Yes.
correct. Very good. So now think, so we have about 30 seconds, but think about the next exercise, which will be some experiences that were fascinating, or a place that was filthy, or if you went to an event and it was packed, or a time that you got soaked, or something like that. So try to think of experiences where you can use these adjectives. All right, everyone. So let's check this quickly so that we can move on. Okay, so I didn't see any major problems. I don't think it was too difficult. Okay, so let's check these right here. Okay, so Laura, welcome, Laura. Hello, Laura.
Hi.
Welcome.
How everybody?
Hi.
Hi.
Laura, tell us what's number 1?
Okay. How did you find the museum? It was absolutely packed when you went. And number B, it was busy, but it wasn't too crowded.
Yeah, crowded. Very good.
Crowded.
Perfect.
Okay.
Very good, Laura. Okay, now next one. Okay, let's go with Sonia.
Oh, you must be. You must be angry.
Okay, you must be angry. Okay.
They lost your luggage. Yeah, I am. I'm absolutely furious.
Exactly. Very good. You must be angry. Okay, good. And then the response is, I'm more than angry. I'm furious.
Furious.
Right? Because here you can also see that there's a question mark. So that tells you that it's extreme. Very good, Sonia. And next one, Jan.
You must be exhausted after such a long journey. I am a bit tired, but I actually slept on the plane for a while.
Exactly. You must be exhausted. Good. Because you can't say a bit exhausted, right?
Yeah.
So that's the reason why. Very good, Jan. You caught it. I'm a bit tired. So a bit tired is good. A bit exhausted is not good. Very good. And let's see. Okay, so Araceli.
You must be hungry after such a long journey. I am absolutely starving Have you got anything to eat?
Exactly. Oh, yes, that's good. So if you use absolutely, then you can, you can use the extreme one. That's fantastic.
David, you will miss the colors on the end.
Yes, I know. Yes, I was trying to calculate, but yeah, you're right. You're right. Very good, very good. And let's see, who's next? Emily.
How was the journeys? How was the journey back? Did you get wet in that storm? We got absolutely soaked. I didn't have an umbrella or anything.
Absolutely soaked, yes. Let's see what colors are left. There we go. Okay. All right, perfect. And let's see. Let's see who's next. Jan.
If, for example, again, sure. Did you like the food? I thought it was absolutely delicious. Yeah, it was quite tasty, but I have had better.
Yeah, exactly. That was quite tasty. Very good. Okay. And it was quite tasty. Good. So you don't say quite delicious, you say quite tasty. Perfect. And I think Ferry, I think we have him.
The place we stayed in was a bit dirty. A bit. It was absolutely filthy. I couldn't believe it.
Okay, good, good, good. All right, so here we'll do this one. It was absolutely, there we go. And there. Perfect. Well, let's see. Let's see. I don't remember who I asked.
The last one, maybe me.
Yes,
Lucas.
yes. Lucas.
I have heard Tabriz is a very interesting city. Yes, it is. It's fascinating. It holds so much history.
Exactly. Very good. It's very interesting. So you don't say very fascinating. You don't say that. You say very interesting. And you are right about the second one. It is fascinating.
David, I'm sorry, I am underestimated you. You are good.
Right. Yes, but I did cheat because I did circle them. So, I used the same colors but circled. Right, you got to be creative. If you're a teacher, you got to be creative. All right, everyone. Very good. So we're going to continue here. I'm going to show you. We have a new conversation. Now here in this conversation, we want to use some of these extreme adjectives. Okay. So think of some examples. You can find the PDF in the chat. We'll do a little bit of grammar here in a second. But here, talk about places you've been to that have been boiling, right? And try to use absolutely boiling. Not very boiling, not a bit boiling, but, absolutely boiling. Or fascinating, a fascinating place, a very interesting place, right? Filthy, a very dirty place, a freezing place that was super, super cold, or a place that was very packed. Okay, so tell your partner, about these places, right? Very good. So let's join our partner here and try to use as many of these extreme adjectives as possible. Okay, good. All right.
We have to do sentences, use this adjective.
Just conversation. Just a conversation. Just say, oh, last or a few years ago, I went to the desert. And it was absolutely boiling. It was
okay.
And explain and then ask questions, and all that kind of stuff. Very good. So let's see. We have here, and Okay, exchange with okay, let's Lucas. Good, good. And Jan can talk to Sonia. Good, perfect. All right, so join your room. Right.
Sonia, I see you.
You just arrived?
Oh,
Ferry, you just arrived?
no, I'm
no?
here for 40 minutes.
Ah, I just arrived.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
So maybe Ara, you can start. Tell us, choose one
Okay.
of these adjectives and tell us about a place.
When I haven't eaten carbs, I felt I felt I felt I felt very angry because I was or I
So, I mean,
felt
instead
starving,
of very angry or very hungry,
hungry, very hungry
but you were,
because I was starving.
and why were you starving?
Because I miss the carbs, but yeah, I feel very well. But I miss the carbs like chocolate or tortillas or something else.
You were starving.
Okay.
Great. And let's see, Ferry, give us an example using some of these extreme or adjectives.
Okay. Yes. So I remember 4 years ago, me and my friends, we went to Italy, to the Southern Alps in Europe, and our goal was to do a paragliding trip. So we stayed at the local camp, and I remember the toilets were extremely filthy.
I see. They're absolutely filthy. Yes.
Can I also say extremely? Is it correct?
Extremely filthy. Now it's kind of a double one. You know, I would say maybe really filthy, I would say.
Okay.
It's like too much because it's already extreme, right?
Yes.
When you say absolutely filthy or really filthy.
Mhm.
Too bad. That's too bad that it was really filthy. I see. And did you know, why was it filthy? Did they not have employees?
Because it was a low-cost camp, and the toilets that they had Turkish style, so no water, so it was only hole in the ground. So yes, it was dirty. But we spent only one night at this camp, and after that we moved to different location to Slovenia, and it was the opposite.
Okay, good. Laura, use one of the extreme.
When my husband and I visit Las Vegas, we were fascinated because the shows that are as awesome, as wonderful, or what is the correct word?
Yeah, you could say
Awesome
awesome.
or wonderful?
You can do any of those, and any of those are good. It was awesome. It was an awesome show. That's an extreme one. Okay, so maybe look at
we were fascinated.
Oh, so we were fascinating, but we were.
As the shows.
Oh, the show was fascinating.
Okay, fascinated.
So you said we were fascinated, but the show was fascinating.
Oh, fascinating.
Fascinating. Good. Okay. Now continue here with you know, for a couple more minutes. Share your story.
When I
Desert, there wasn't anybody. It's opposite. It wasn't crowded. There was not anybody there. It's opposite.
So you could say it was deserted.
Yeah, desert. Near the Kahira.
Oh,
Cairo.
and where was this place?
Egypt.
Oh, I see.
Cairo.
Oh, Cairo.
Okay.
Yeah.
And when I was in mountains near the Everest in the France, there was so freezing there. It was terrible to go down.
Mm.
Yeah, exactly. Freezing. Yeah. Well, so what was the temperature exactly?
I don't know.
Minus
about 20 minus.
Oh, so minus 20.
Minus 20. Okay.
Oh, that's freezing.
Yeah.
Really freezing. Okay, great. So now, Emily, your turn.
For example, I remember one story that I heard from my friend, and she went to Vietnam, and they spent a couple of weeks there with her boyfriend.
A good culture that the trash, a lot of people that trash throw in the street, and then some cities of Mexico, it's not like filthy, but it's not clean cities.
It's really
In one-
dirty.
Yes. It's not have that culture in throw that trash in the street, and it's for
Yeah.
that.
That I remember from Bangkok. It's also the trash on the streets, but it's very hot, and of course it's decomposed very fast. So the smell is not really nice on the streets, and you see the rats and so on. So
Yeah, that's terrible. And so
Yeah.
why do you think that is? Is it maybe, their culture, or they just don't think about, the government doesn't have enough money to, or what do you think it is?
it's like Edinburgh. They had a strike, 14 days, and it was really absolutely unbelievable what was on the streets. Like, can you imagine Edinburgh, the city, 14 days without trash? How to say demands?
Or like pickup, like without the trash pickup.
Yeah, without the trash pickup. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So just trash everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere, everything. It's garbage is full and then goes everywhere, and wind it's blowing it everywhere. It's crazy.
Wow. And did they solve the problem?
After 40 days, they agreed with something, I don't know, but then they solved after 40 days. But we went there after 3 days of this strike. It was crazy. And I saw the pictures after 14 days.
Wow. And so, Sonia, maybe give us another example.
See, for example, I think that it's about that culture, because, for example, here in the United States, if you throw in the street trash, you have a fine.
Oh.
But in Mexico, no. In Mexico, that's why here in the United States, all the streets that are clean.
I see.
But in Mexico, you can throw trash in the street and anything.
And if you can, you are doing it. It's like it's about the people.
Yes, but here it's. I think it's a question.
In progress.
Okay, so Sonia, can
This meeting is being.
you finish what you were saying, Sonia?
Yes, that I think that is question of culture.
I see.
in the countries.
I see. I see.
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Very good, everyone. All right. So let's continue here with the next exercise. All right. So we're going to talk about this right here. Okay. So maybe Lucas, can you read this box right here?
Okay. Should have. We use should or not have plus past participle to talk about things that went wrong in the past.
Exactly. Okay. So here the important thing is should plus have. Okay. Should or shouldn't, and then have, and then the past participle. Okay, so 3-part. Okay, we're going to explain this one in a little. We'll practice in a little bit, but first we're going to try to understand it. Okay, so look at these sentences from the conversations and answer the questions below each one. Okay, so for example, Ferry, can you read A?
Yes, we should have looked around more.
Okay, good. We should have, right? We should have. So this is should have looked around more. Okay, so Ara,
Mhm.
did they check lots of places?
Mm.
Actually, for anyone. In this sentence, I said, oh, we should have, or we should have looked around more.
Maybe they checked lots of places, but not enough.
Exactly.
I'm sure they didn't.
Yes. So not enough, right? So here, not, did they check a lot of places? They didn't, right? So no, right? They didn't check a lot of places, not enough places, like Jan was saying. But they were remembering the past, and we should have looked around more. You see, it was a good idea to do more, but they didn't. Okay. And
Would they?
okay. And let's see. Sonia, can you read this question?
Which one?
2.
Was that the right decision? Why and why not?
Okay, so who remembers that? Was that the right decision? So they said they were looking for like a hotel or something, and we said we should have looked around more.
Thank you.
Okay.
It
Any
wasn't the
ideas?
right decision, I think, because they should have looked around more.
Exactly. So when you say we should have, you made a wrong decision.
Yeah.
So for example, I didn't look around, but I should have looked around. That means this one was not the right decision. Okay, this one was not right. Okay.
I shouldn't have looked around.
Okay. Maybe B. Let's see, Laura, read B.
I can understand very well, but do you mean want to
Just read the sentence. I'll explain to you later.
Okay, I shouldn't have stayed in the sun for so long.
Okay, very good. I shouldn't have stayed. So
I shouldn't have stayed.
So
I shouldn't have stayed in the sun for so long.
okay, so now
Not
question for
easy.
everyone. Question for everyone. Did the speaker stay in the sun a long time?
Yes.
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 Was staying in the sun a good idea?
No.
No,
Wasn't.
no.
It wasn't. Okay.
Wasn't.
Only if you want to sunning, to see sunning.
Yeah, so I
Okay.
shouldn't have stayed, meaning it was a mistake to stay in the sun. It was a big mistake. So we use should and shouldn't when you make a mistake and then you think about what you should have done. Okay, so for example, think of a mistake you made. Okay, think of a mistake you made in the past. And right now, if you don't have to say the real mistake, right? You can just invent something, okay? And tell us what you should have done.
Like always, musicians. I should have practiced more.
I should have practiced more. Exactly. You didn't practice, but you should have practiced more. So, you know, not practicing was not a good idea. Okay, or that's a good one. Very good. Yeah. Okay, Emily.
For example, I should have composed more.
I should have composed more songs. Yeah.
Mhm.
Because you had a lot of time. You should have composed more songs, but you didn't. You went for nice walks. And that's why you couldn't do it. Okay. And good.
David,
Yes, Laura.
yeah, okay, I want to ask you something. I should have on a diet,
Mhm.
but I didn't, or I shouldn't.
Okay. I should have maybe been on a diet.
Oh, I shouldn't. No, have. Shouldn't have on a diet. No?
Shouldn't have been.
Oh, have been.
But
Okay.
okay, what you need to understand here, were you on a diet or no?
No, I should. I should. I should have, but I didn't.
Okay, so it's
Shouldn't.
I should have been on a diet.
I shouldn't.
You were not on a diet, but
No.
you wanted to be.
Okay.
Should have been. Okay, so don't I'll go with your group and I will explain to you if you didn't understand. No
Okay.
problem. All right, now let's just go
Okay.
over this to make sure everyone can give an example.
Mhm.
And Sonia.
I should be studied
Should
more for my
good. Should have
study.
studied.
Yes. For my exam.
For my exam. You should have studied, but you didn't. But you
Yes.
it was a mistake. Okay, for my exam. Good. Lucas.
The correct pronunciation is should.
So you the full one is should have.
Yes,
But
but
if you say the shorter one, should have.
should have. Okay.
Should have.
Should have.
Should have.
Like this. Okay.
Should have.
Should have. Should have.
Like if you say it faster and faster, then it should have.
Should have. Good. Good. All right. Awesome. And so very good. Sonia. Okay. And Ara.
I shouldn't left the English class.
Oh, you should have left.
Left the English class.
Really? What do you what do you mean?
No, it's an exam only.
I see.
Just,
I should have
it's
left.
only an example.
I should have left earlier. Good. Okay. Earlier. And Lucas.
I should have bought more bottles of so delicious wine.
I should have bought some,
Mhm.
or a few more bottles of wine. Good. Okay.
Agree.
Barry.
Shouldn't.
I shouldn't have invested in crypto.
I shouldn't have invested. Good. Okay.
It's real.
Invested in crypto.
Invested in crypto.
But you'll make it back. You'll make it back.
Hope so.
You know, once the next time it comes around. Exactly. So here, very good. So let's see. Did everyone say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? I think everyone said it, right? Just want to make sure I didn't forget anyone. Okay, good. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go practice this, right? Practice makes perfect. All right, so here, let's look at this one. Let me share the screen. You're going to go with your partner. And let's see. Emily, can you read this right here?
Work in pairs. Imagine that actually happened in.
Imagine what?
Imagine what actually happened in 1 to 6 below. Then use a third conditional to explain what would have been a better idea.
Exactly. Okay, so let's see. For example, you say, I'll do this one. I knew we should have taken the plane instead of the ferry. Right, so then you explain, you try to think what happened. So I think what happened is we took the ferry, right? But it took ages, it took a long time, and the sea was really rough, right? There was a lot of big storm. If we had taken, third conditional, if we had taken the plane, we would have got there a lot quicker. Okay, so this is the third conditional. If plus had, okay, plus past participle. Past participle. And then would plus have plus past participle. Okay, this is a review from last time, but just look at these situations. These were mistakes. I should have worn something lighter, right? So the person was saying, oh, they wore a big sweater, but they're saying that was a mistake. I should have worn a t-shirt. Try to imagine what happened and, you know, what would have been a better idea. If I had worn a t-shirt, I would have been more comfortable, for example. Yeah.
The word in that will say if we've taken the plane is, the word is would.
Which one?
Well,
Oh yeah,
say
we would, yeah.
we is would.
Oh, actually, no, sorry. This is had. If we had taken.
I would have.
Had taken. Okay. So right now, join your partner and discuss these situations. Okay. And I will make a group here. If you didn't understand, no problem. Okay. I'll explain to all of you. Okay. Good. So maybe join your partner here. Okay.
Do you have it in the chat, this page?
Oh, I can put it again there. Okay, so let me put it again in the chat.
Okay, thank you.
It's
What is the opposite of lighter?
Yeah, lighter. That's
But the positive,
so
because I told Alice he should be warm.
oh, the opposite. Oh, not positive, opposite.
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 Opposite
is heavy and light.
higher.
Heavy. Okay, heavy, yes.
Okay, good.
Heavier.
So open. So join your group.
Okay. Don't worry.
No,
Oye, mañana
Bueno,
voy para allá.
okay. Oye, David, I have to leave because I have this dentist appointment.
Okay, no problem.
And she told me, I'm sorry.
No problem.
Okay.
Have a good one. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye, take
Bye,
care.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye-bye, take care.
Okay, if you want to start, Ara.
I should warm something heavy in London.
Okay, so first explain, read the sentence. I should have worn something lighter.
I should. Okay. I pensé que íbamos a inventar. Okay. I should warm something lighter.
Okay, so what do you think happened in this situation? What happened?
The men warm something heavy, and it was hot.
It's hot. Okay, so now use the third conditional to explain, you know, what would have been a better idea.
That third condition is if I, no? If he had used something
so not used but worn.
Worn, pardon. If he had worn something lighter, he didn't felt
He would
he couldn't
okay.
He couldn't had
He wouldn't have.
Had
Ara, he wouldn't have.
He wouldn't have
been
hot. Have been hot.
Okay. Great.
Okay.
So if so, look at this. If had. Okay.
Okay.
Would have.
Yes, is the last lesson. Lesson. Yes.
And then plus past participle, worn and been. Good. Now, Sonia,
Okay.
next one. Oh, I think you're on mute.
He shouldn't have been driving so fast in the rain.
Okay. So what happened?
He's driving so fast in the rain.
He was driving.
Mm-hmm.
Good. And so now use a third conditional. If
he had been driving so fast in the rain, he wouldn't.
If he had no, but he was driving. He was driving. So maybe if he hadn't been driving.
If he hadn't been driving so fast, he wouldn't have been in danger. No, it's not correct, right?
No, he wouldn't have been in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or he wouldn't have gotten into an accident.
Gotten into an accident. But it's correct when how we say no estaría en peligro.
Sí, aunque eso es no hubiese estado.
Mm-hmm.
Ese es el
No
pluscuamperfecto.
hubiera estado.
Sí, no hubiese estado.
It's
And I
the same,
say,
same that you said, hubiera o hubiese, right?
Yeah. So aquí, because this is like he wouldn't have been, so it's 2 steps. Okay, good. But this is correct. So if he hadn't been driving so fast, he wouldn't have gotten into an accident.
can I say, he wouldn't have gotten a ticket?
Good. Yeah, that's correct. So the important thing is would plus have plus verb. Would have verb.
And then the verb is in perfect participle.
So this one is
Got it.
yeah, past participle. Gotten or been or eaten.
Yes.
Okay, so continue with the other ones. I will check with the other groups.
You
Like musicians, it's so interesting that we can play the instrument and we can feel much better because, I mean, we can calm down and to find this peace inside of our hearts. And with the painters or like artists, it's the same. I think that your grandfather really used it as a meditation. Do you know, like
Yeah,
it was his meditation because like
he was fascinating by colors.
yeah,
When it's because it's just for a few seconds, a few minutes, not more, and it change every time. It's new and new every time. It's nice to paint the nature.
yes, yes.
Very good. Great. And any question with the exercise or you're done?
No,
A little bit grammar. If plus have plus something, maybe for me is not so clear.
Okay, no problem. So we can do that one. So for example, let's say number 1, Lukasz.
Okay, I should have worn something lighter.
So what happened in the situation?
Maybe the weather is really hot, and I have a lot of wetland thing. I don't know what.
Yeah. Yeah. So you say the person, whoever's speaking, the person wore a lot of clothes, right?
A lot of clothes. Okay. Yeah, yes, that's right.
So now imagine that the past was different.
Yeah. If the person, if he had
Good.
worn less of clothes.
Less clothes. Good.
Less clothes. He would have. He would have freely, more freely.
So he would have, and then the verb.
Okay, he would have been. Okay, have been. Yes, he would have been more comfortable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Very good. So here the important thing is if you have the if, then it's had, and then this one, and then
Yes,
would.
Participle.
Yeah.
Would, present, have, and yes, I know.
Very good. And Emily, maybe you can do the next one.
He shouldn't have been driving so fast in the rain. It was rainy. The person drove very fast in the rain, and if he uh, if he had limit the speed,
If he had limited, or if he had driven.
if he had driven slower, he would have been more careful, or he would have he would have been saved or something.
Yeah, or he wouldn't have had an accident.
He wouldn't have had an accident.
Okay, good. So here, remember, so here is, so if and had, if, had, and then past participle, good, would, have, and then past participle. Okay, so very good. So continue, or if you want to continue, if you don't want to, you can talk about something else for about maybe 1 or 2 more minutes. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay, thank
Very
you.
Like this.
All right. How are you? All done?
If I had taught with my daughter math, she wouldn't have had a problem in the school.
Yeah. So if I had, so let me write that one down for you. What is the if? What is the condition? If I had?
Like teach, so taught, or
Yeah.
if I had taught my daughter math, she wouldn't have had problems in school.
Exactly. She, sorry. If I had taught my daughter math, she wouldn't have had.
Yeah. So
Exactly.
Ferry is right, because
We
Exactly.
finish all the sentences, so we are using the imagination and trying to think of
yeah,
examples.
because we finished the 6 sentences.
Good. Any questions on the sentences, or it's pretty straightforward?
No, only about grammar. Ferry knows it better. I am floating, have had, yeah, wouldn't, would have, yeah, would have.
Exactly.
I would have something.
Because it's in the past. That's why we put the have here.
Yeah.
Because if it's the if it's not, if I had $1 million, I would buy. But because it's in the past, and you're changing the past, you have an extra verb.
Yeah. If I had saved $1 million, I would have had a millionaire. I would have, had a millionaire.
Yeah.
No,
I would have been a millionaire.
have been a millionaire. Yeah.
In my case, in most situations, I would use only second conditional for me.
Yeah.
When I speak, but for third conditional, it's difficult for me to
Yeah.
think and use.
Yeah. For a lot of
In progress.
all right, everyone. So we're getting to the end of the class, but are there any questions or anything that you're not sure about with the third conditional?
It's not easy.
It's not easy. We need practice.
We need practice. We need practice. Okay. So maybe try. We'll do one round, one person. Okay. Think something. If I had, and then past participle. Typically, it ends with an N. Eaten, been. Okay. If I had, but sometimes it's, if I had traveled more. Okay. I would have, and then past participle. Okay, I would have been, I would have, Okay, so remember, it is imaginary past. You imagine a different past. Okay, so let's start with Emily.
Mhm. Let's see. If I had lived near the beach, I would have swum
Swum.
quite often.
Every day.
Every day. Quite often is good. Exactly. If you had grown up near the beach, if you had, lived near the beach, it's a good one. Okay.
Thank you.
And Ara,
If I had traveled more, I would have known a lot of countries.
countries, right? But you didn't travel, but you wish that you did.
Okay.
Good. Very good. Ara, good sentence. And Jan?
Can you skip me? I know rules, but use it.
It's hard. Okay. Well, we can come back if you want. If not, no problem. Maybe Ferry.
If I had flown a plane, I would have struggled to get to destination.
To the destination. Perfect. Exactly. Okay. Sonia.
If I had money and if I had I can I
Maybe imagine that you made, if I had gotten the job earlier.
earlier I will have more clients.
Yes. So I would have, maybe I would have gotten more clients.
Got it. More clients.
Okay, so let's say you started 3 months ago, but if you had started 1 year earlier, you would have gotten more clients. Good. Okay, and Lukas.
If I hadn't had an accident, I would have prepared to special tour.
A special tour, yes, a special tour, a special trip I would have prepared, or I would have gone on a special trip. Good. And Jan, did you want to try?
For example, if I had walked more, I would have been more healthy.
And healthier.
Healthier.
Exactly. Okay, so I know why it's hard. It's because there's a lot of pieces. There's the had, there's the lived, there's the would, there's the have, and there's the verb. So there's 5 verbs that change, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so, but if you use it several times, if you just write 5 sentences, and just try to use it as much as possible, you'll get to a point where it comes naturally. You don't even think about had or which one. Is it have or would or which one?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the point, for it to come naturally. Okay, but don't worry, if you need more practice, we can practice more. But you did great today. Great lesson, everyone. Great speaking. Okay, so I'll see you guys next week or later this week.
Okay,
guys.
thank you so much.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you.
See you
Goodbye.
later.
Take
Bye-bye.
care.
Bye-bye,
Have
everyone.
a great
Okay.
week.
You too.